everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jen, and today I'm going to be showing you 3 different Christmas DIY gifts that you can do that are all edible, and especially the one if you have tons of leftover Halloween candy like I do. I'm definitely going to show you a different idea that you can do. I've seen this done many times in stores and things like that, and on Pinterest, that you can make up like super cheap. So definitely these 3 are all super cheap ideas. So the first idea that I have for you today is a candy sleigh. So we're gonna be making this candy sleigh with leftover Halloween candy and 2 candy canes. It's going to look like this. The items that you will need for this first DIY candy idea for Christmas gifts are, you're gonna need some red or green ribbon, red and green Christmas bows, the tiny ones I got at the Dollar Tree, candy canes, leftover candy, or whichever candy you prefer, and 2-sided tape. Okay, so that's all lined up just like a sleigh, and the bottom looks like this. And now we're gonna get 4 of the snack size candies. I'm using all the peanut candies that my son can't have, so that way we can get rid of them. Okay, so we're gonna line these up just like so on top of the Hershey. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 more layer, and I'm basically just going to do like, just like 1 more stack so it kind of looks like Santa's seat, and then that way it gives it like a bump up so we can put our bow. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and wrap our red shiny ribbon. We're just gonna measure that. I'm just gonna get my 2-sided tape and put it on the end of each end of the ribbon. So that's gonna stick on there. Bring it around. Stick that on. Line it up a little bit. And I actually might sneak a tiny little piece of 2-sided tape on the bottom part of that ribbon. All right, so that way it sticks on. And then we're gonna pick, I guess I'll do a green ribbon. Now for this, I'm just gonna twist tie that and bunch it all up, and I'm actually gonna hot glue the green ribbon the green bow onto the red ribbon. All right, so I'm just gonna put just the dot of hot glue onto my bow and stick that onto the red ribbon. And there you have it. There's a cute little candy sleigh. Okay, so now for my second DIY candy gift, you are going to need, I actually thought that I picked up a clear bulb Christmas ball from Dollar Tree, but when I was in such a rush, and then when I got home I realized it wasn't an ornament, it was actually a snow globe, which I'm just gonna think about it. These will work just fine. The only problem is that it won't obviously stand straight because it's rounded, so it basically would be like this. So I have a few ideas. If you had all red M&Ms, you could actually draw like Santa's belt on there. I thought that would be cute. But in my case, I couldn't find all red M&Ms unless I wanted to pick them all out, and I really don't have the time for that. So I'm gonna use the snow globe, and I'm going to use red and green M&Ms, Christmas M&Ms, which you can find anywhere. And we are going to use red, green, and silver ribbon. And I had an old Christmas card that I found in my Christmas bin that had a little deer on it, and I cut the deer off, and we're actually gonna hot glue the deer on the top and wrap the ribbon. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this craft. Okay, so starting with the lid, I tried to take off that label and I couldn't. So I'm just gonna put some two-sided tape again on the back here with the deer, which you can use anything. You can print something, you can print a label, any kind of label would be fine. And then on the bottom of the card where I cut it out, it had said Merry Christmas at the bottom of the card. So I'm just gonna put some two-sided tape on there. And you can do this anyway. You can make a label however you'd like. So there goes the lid to have on hand and keep. So we're basically just gonna fill up your little bowl with the M&Ms. You have the little Merry Christmas on top, and we're just gonna wrap our ribbon. All right, so there you have it, a nice little snow globe of M&Ms that look very, very festive. And like I said, this was $1. I had the ribbon, I had the card, and then the bag of M&Ms I already had, but they were like $2. So a $3 little gift that you can give to a neighbor, to a teacher. These would make teacher gifts, you know, teachers would love to have some M&Ms. So yeah, this is perfect. Another super cheap, very festive way to give during the holidays. Okay, and on to our last DIY for a gift is we're gonna make the hot chocolate spoons. So you're gonna need spoons, so any kind of chocolate that you wanna melt. I'm using these are peanut free. These are nut and gluten free. And I just got these at my supermarket, but you can use any kind of chocolate chips that you wanna melt or the baker chips that you can get at Michael's. You're going to need some Christmas sprinkles or any kind of sprinkles that you want, a little plastic bag to put the spoons in, and some ribbon. And then if you want to add these into like a Christmas mug that you can get at the dollar store with a packet of some hot chocolate, again, that would be a perfect teacher gift, neighbor gift, or just to have on hand in case somebody stops over and you have something to hand them. So let's get started with the chocolate spoons. All right, first you wanna start by melting your chocolate. If you're gonna do it in the microwave, you wanna melt your chocolate in 30-second intervals, or you can put it in a bowl on top of a pot of boiling water and keep stirring it that way. I'm gonna do it in this is very convenient with the 30-second intervals, but if you had regular chocolate chips, you would do the same. So I'm gonna add this in for another 30 seconds. Okay, so my chocolate is nice and smooth and glossy and perfect to start making my chocolate spoons. All right, so basically what you're gonna do is you're just gonna get your plastic spoon, you're gonna dip it in until it's nice and coated. And you wanna have a bowl for your landing of your loose sprinkles. So you're just gonna sprinkle the Christmas colors on there, and you're gonna make sure you have parchment paper to lay your spoons on. Now I made these one year for Christmas Eve. Every year we always go to my husband's family's and we meet at a restaurant, and it's a great way to get the kids together. And I made these up for all the kids, and they didn't even wait to get home for the hot chocolate. Oh, I'm about to do that. They just basically were just sucking on the chocolate spoons, and they enjoyed it that way. So as you can see, you could put a little bit or a lot of of sprinkles on there. I'm gonna mix it up and put some of these. So I'm gonna go and make a bunch of these. All right, so all of my spoons are all done. I'm gonna let these dry and get really hard. As soon as they're hard, we can put them in our plastic bags and tie them up. I also forgot to mention, if you don't have any of these clear bags that I had left over for my son's party, you can simply just take a regular size sandwich baggie and trim off the Ziploc part, and then you would just be left with the baggy part, and that's perfect amount of plastic for you to put the spoons in and tie it up with ribbon. And there you have it. The 3 chocolate spoons with the sprinkles and the ribbon. Okay, so I actually have a Dollar Tree mug that I picked up last year that I already had on hand. I just got a packet of Swiss Miss hot chocolate. I added 2 candy canes, and then you can basically just put your spoons right in there. Super easy, another like very cheap festive gift for a teacher or a friend. Or even if you have games at your house, if you're having like a holiday party, these treats could be like a prize for the winners. You don't even have to give it with the mug and the hot chocolate, or you can just hand them out just like this. Thank you so much for joining me today on my Christmas DIY Christmas treats. I had so much fun making these with you, and I really hope you come back and join me for more DIYs and more Christmas things that I'll be putting together. I most likely will be doing a Christmas tour of my home very soon, so make sure you subscribe and like this video and come back and join me for more future videos. Thank you so much, guys. See you soon.